This part of our operational resilience demo series focuses on the fundamentals of risk management. We will show what there is in Alphabet to support the traditional approach to identifying, assessing, and controlling risk, and some specifics of ICT risk management. I would like to start with a short list of key success factors requiring the most attention and probably effort. First, balance and prioritize. Accepting or deprioritizing certain issues is the key to managing capacity. A staged, iterative approach to assessing the issues will save you time and money. Second, you need to come prepared. This includes each and every member of your team. Having a risk management framework in place means having risk identification and risk assessment templates, standard workflows for these activities, controls, and mitigation repositories. And third, risk status reporting is key. A dynamic and up-to-date portfolio is what you need to properly contain the risk. To support this, Alphabet provides a best practice and time-proven approach with three major steps. One, a controlled risk identification and risk assessment procedure, which is set up according to industry standards. Two, a risk mitigation process, which can and should be integrated into the broader corporate change management practice. And three, standardized risk status reporting. I will switch to the product to demonstrate some of the key features of Alphabet for risk management. In this session, we start from the point where our risk portfolio has been built, and we are at the risk identification and assessment stage. Please refer to our other demos for information on risk portfolio design. With Alphabet, you decide how to structure your risk portfolio. In this example, risk objects in my portfolio are based on the applications I run. But this can easily be changed or extended to include other risk object types, such as technology, standard platform, project, device, location, and so on. So before I explain some portfolio level views, let me give you an overview of a single risk object. In this case, my rating database risk object at the top of my list. You can see that most of the attributes of this profile are already maintained. But let us imagine that we have just included this risk object in my portfolio, and I will quickly guide you through the standard risk management journey in Alphabet. So portfolio type, or as we call it, template, defines several important aspects of your risk management framework. First is the risk relevance questionnaire. This is an initial qualification of your risk object and is predefined as a part of the risk management template. This means that this list will be different for other portfolio types. And in answering these questions, you provide an initial prioritization score of the risk object of the portfolio. This priority will be used to remove the items that aren't very relevant or impactful, yet are competing for the attention and the resources of the portfolio owner. At the next step, if the object's initial assessment score is high enough to investigate further, I identify and assess the risks. Again, I can use the predefined risk list, which is provided as part of my portfolio template, or I can create a risk from scratch. In both cases, I will assess risk in terms of probability and possible damage. So step 3 is mitigation of the identified risks. This is where you actually deal with the risk by suggesting controls and mitigations and introducing them via corporate change. This is where you build the bridge between risks and change management. And with Alphabet, you have all the necessary capabilities in place for both. Not to mention that controls and mitigations can come as a predefined, as an element of a predefined registry, which you can use from the template for the risks that you have identified. Well, the final step is risk status reporting, which extends to proper project level reporting to include the full life cycle of mitigation implementation. With this, I will take one step back to the portfolio level and we'll conclude this demo with a few critical analytical viewpoints. First is a standard risk heat map, which gives us an overview of our residual risk levels. Residual meaning considering risk mitigation reporting. This is risk status reporting aggregated for the whole portfolio, which takes into account the introduced mitigations and their statuses. And finally, a reality check for your portfolio. This dynamic view is there to control the portfolio scope in terms of impacted business units and capabilities. Colored items have been assessed as high criticality and should have risks identified for them. If this is not the case, your portfolio has an issue and you are not doing well at maintaining your operational resilience. To wrap this up, let me finish with these three messages that summarize what we have just discussed. 1. Use a risk management approach that is standard, like ISO or from a reputable consultancy. 2. Integrate risk management with change processes, such as demand management and project portfolio management. And 3. Base risk management on the enterprise architecture to facilitate aspects of GRC, such as IT governance, user access management, and information security management. Thank you.